Hey guys, Derpy here, back with another Battle Pirates video. And the first thing you're going to notice is I'm not actually on the game. Anyway, this is my how to build a Tideseeker video. So I'm going to start out with talking about this Tideseeker build I have here in front of me. And this one is actually very similar to the one I use in the game. I'm going to go over a couple characteristics and talk about why I picked those. So first of all, the Tideseeker is a skirmish ship, which means you're going to be using it in skirmish targets like these skirt blockades. And to do that, you're going to need concussive weapons to hurt them at all. So you're going to want to use, I have on here Garwood Gatling guns. These are the ones they were offered in the last raid in October, probably November as well, and they do concussive damage and submerged damage to all ships in that target. They're great, they have a decent amount of range, they work fairly well. If you don't have Garwood Gatling guns, you can use other things, such as the concussive reciprocator, or other ships, maybe the concussive Gatling gun or concussive reciprocator. Those work pretty well. Or as a low-level option, maybe if you only have several torpedoes, like Assault D63B, that might work, or siege torpedoes. But if you want to do any real damage, you're going to want to use Garwood Gatling guns or concussive reciprocators. Anyway, now that we have those weapons out of the way, you just fill them all up with that one. No antis, nothing like that, nothing fancy. So now we're going to move on to specials. The first special you're going to want to use is an engine. I have Speed System 5 on here. If you need to use Speed System 4, Magnus 2, or Magnus 3, or Speed System 6 instead, for whatever reason, or hydraulic resistors, go ahead and do that. I just put this on here because that's what I use. I know this one works. Anyway, second special is AA3 here. This gives you 66 explosive defense here and more if you retrofit it. And that allows you to increase your explosive defense against targets because all these enemy ships and these targets deal explosive damage to you. So it's really important to have this high. You can see with this one special armor piece here, I'm at 91.5% explosive. Anyway, if you don't have this one, you can try and use a concussive one or a lower explosive one, and I'm guessing Kixeye is going to come out with a half explosive, half concussive one in the near future. Moving on to my next special here, you have advanced concussive payload. And this is to increase the concussive damage of your weapons. If you want to use something else like advanced torpedo tubes instead, or Hunter, the strike system one that gives bonuses to both missile, here we go, strike warheads, that will work. I like this one here. That's been available in the raid for a fairly cheap amount of points. It's a good one, a little long to build, but kind of worth it. Next up, you're going to want to have a explosive system 4, combustion system 1 or 2, maybe even explosive 3, and that will increase your splash and your spread, which that allows you to kill enemy ships faster because the enemy ships will be moving around and your gun will fire at the spot where they were, and it will miss that ship if they're moving. So this makes your gun fire faster, increases projectile speed, increases your splash so you can kill a wider area of things. You really need to have at least one of these specials similar to this on your Tideseekers for these new targets. The last special I have is Viscosity Regulator. If you don't have this, you can use Narrowfire and Aperture or some other splash increasing special. Maybe you even want to go with an Evade special or Turn special. That could work well. Anyway, this increases radioactive damage, but I don't care about that. This doesn't have any radioactive damage from the ship. What I have it on here is for the splash increase, 50% splash increase at R0 here. And that's once again to hit a wider area of targets. That's super good. Anyway, then we move on to armor. This armor adds about 3 days, but it's probably worth it. It's D5 CT. It has a 2,250 armor points, a lot of weight, but it adds some assault deflection, which is pretty useful. And assault deflection meaning deflection against enemy ships. So I'm adding 4 of these to this target to bring the concussive defense back up to about 93%. More if you have bloodthirst. Anyway, this is my build, walking you through how I built my Tideseeker design and what's useful for. Only probably the skirmish targets. You don't want to take it into the FM. Obviously, it's not designed for that. This is going to work in fairly low-level targets. I hope this video helped you. If you want more of these, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. And this is Derpy, signing out, helping you be a better pirate.